Alright. I am motherfucking McCoy. Alright. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Excellent! Well, welcome back, everybody. It's that time of the week again. It's trash day. I mean, I guess. Juan is not here. Sharky is without power. Otherwise, we continue to exist. Oni, why don't you get us started off?
It's me, your favorite Oni Heart. I'm still doing it. Fridays. I got it. The funny horse girl racing game has gripped my soul.
Do you know what my favorite part of the horse racing game is?
What?
When one of them invariably breaks a leg and they take them behind the fucking racetrack and fucking blow their brains out and then take them over to the glue factory.
No, silly. They don't do that. They crush them and turn them into SP points so you can level up your support cards.
SP points, glue, whatever.
But yeah, I'm deep into that game. This morning I was ranked 600, and then I wasn't.
Yeah. Have you considered spending more money?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, but only like a couple $100.
No, I'm good enough to get by without money.
Are you?
I mean, I was ranked 600 this morning.
Shy, you're up next.
Well, I mean, of course I would be, but then again... Hi, I am Shy, an ninja girl who does love to play video games, including Final Fantasy XIV, trying to do everything. Which is apparently going to get harder first week of August, because, hey, 7.3 is coming out, so yeah. Also do a lot of Stardew Valley, and a lot of other projects that we're constantly working on. Still trying to get some stuff out the door, but hey, giving it a whole lot of try.
One step at a time. Old Man Chrisseries, tell us the way, Western man.
I'm Chris Reeves. I lead the raid group list in Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a long fucking tier already.
Yeah.
But the important thing is to be kind to each other, because even if things don't work out, you gotta make sure that you're taking care of your family.
Excellent. Sorry, my fingers are in far too many pies, and I don't mean that in the fun sexual way, nor in the delicious culinary way. Just pies. But yeah, I'm Kios. Like I said, we're down a few peeps. It is kind of what it is. But we are going to continue. Whence we left off last time, we were interrogating my favorite hip-hop artist, Oni Heart. And without Sharky here, I guess I'll take Phoenix. Well, with the pool being 65 feet deep, there's only 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the Orca pool room so he could make these statements. But the truth must be he was at the show stage just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified.
I believe that brings us back around to the Orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I'm grateful to you, Wright, for shutting the witness up. As I thought, the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. The fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the Orca or not. Son of a...
Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner.
As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now reopened.
Uh-oh, taxes due. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty.
Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha's innocent.
At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for someone else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the Orca pool room, then Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime.
No need for pity or boldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict.
It appears the defense has no objection. Very well, I will give my verdict.
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict.
But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something to say?
Sorry, I was pooping. The defense has a counter-argument.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. I don't see how this case has anything to do with counters.
Granite or marble?
Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else?
The scene of the crime?
Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now?
I mean, have they ever been right in this entire franchise?
No.
I rest my point. Well, as I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and the victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime.
That is correct.
Okay, but if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
Are you sure you know where you're going with this?
Honestly, no, but In for a penny, in for a pounding.
That's usual.
Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but is this one of your bluffs by chance?
No!
And do you have a theory on where the scene of the crime was?
Yeah, of course. Alright, Phoenix. Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death.
Then by all means, please stop stalling and share your findings with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder?
Yeah. The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the Orca pool.
Right, Donald. What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting.
Yeah, of course I do. In a minute.
The victim's body was found in the Orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
Fuck you, that's how. Well, how about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca pool?
How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? You would better have a reasonable explanation of how that body was moved.
Well, alright. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? Big fucking crane, maybe? The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla, or the Skull Rock, or a body.
Yes, if the stretcher can move the Orca or the Skull Rock, it seems likely it could move a dead body as well.
Except your mom, because she's too big!
That's crazy.
Wow, somehow that worked. I might just be able to pull this off. Well, if the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
You desperately spew conjecture. Now you're even making up a crime scene.
Ah!
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on this battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace.
What do you mean, half-baked?
The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only.
And?
The only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself.
Mm!
Order! So it comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was.
Meaning I can't clear Sasha either way? Sasha said she'd moved Orla and the Skull Rock. And I do believe her. So it could be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it?
Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim?
No. I have no objections. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body.
Oh, what?
Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder?
No, I'm just simply conceding that she had to be the one who moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it, unbeknownst to her.
The defendant moved
No,
a dead
you're right.
body without
I forgot to update
recognizing
it.
was
Thank
a
you.
Dead body?
There we go. That should have fixed it.
Professional streamer, by the way.
You can lick my ass.
How could that be possible?
Well, you take your tongue and you extend it and insert it. The body was found in the orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the thing she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Ms. Buckler move the body alongside this piece of evidence. Well, it's not Orla. There's only other one thing mentioned.
The Skull Rock.
Yeah. Ms. Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Ms. Buckler moved to the orca pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been shoved inside the Skull Rock.
What?
Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the Skull Rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Ms. Buckler know the rock was loaded. Ms. Buckler operated the hoist from the orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside.
Do you really think there's enough space inside the Skull Rock to place a body?
You want to fucking find out? The swashbuckler flyer indicates that it could be possible. Please focus on the question on the bottom left.
Oh, it says who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow.
No, it's filled with fucking jello. What's more, if the body was inside the Skull Rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions.
Such as?
Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Ms. DePlume witnessed. Where did the body that Ms. DePlume saw come from? Please recall. What was Orla doing to the Skull Rock at the time? She was headbutting it.
Oh,
That's right, Orla's ramming released the body from the Skull Rock. The body had been placed inside the Skull Rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was in fact the show stage pool.
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Well, it's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair, cum.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. You spun it right round, baby, right round.
Like a meat spin.
And to think, it all started with that half-baked bluff, too.
Woo! That was a close one. Did you really have to add the last bit?
If the murder took place at the show stage, then who's the perpetrator?
It is naturally the person who was at the show stage. Mr. Rhymes? Weren't you the one who loaded the skull onto the stretcher at the show stage?
Wow, Mr. Wright. That was some pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me.
Are you confessing you gave false testimony before Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury and also really not a surprise. You already did twice.
Yep.
Yeah, what Mr. Wright said is true. The body was inside the skull rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool, too.
What? He's admitting it that easily? Shit.
This time, I'm going to tell you the whole truth and about what happened that day.
The whole truth.
In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
So now we're back to the orc again. Orca again. I see, I see.
Yes, the orcs.
If you're going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. It's like you suggested she hide the body in the Skull Rock and move it to the orca pool. I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca's the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha.
So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock? But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why?
Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me?
Athena, do you mean you heard something?
Yep, noise. discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart.
So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotions. All right, Athena, give him a good counseling session.
You got it, boss. I'll have him rapping again before he knows it. What's this?
What are you getting, Athena?
This testimony is pretty complex. Be a good boss and run and get some cookies. This is going to take a while. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control.
Out of control emotions? Is that gonna be a problem?
We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of.
All right. Well, let's probe for the cause of his out-of-control emotions, then.
I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together. When you see something off in a statement, press probe. Left button.
Oh, don't worry, I know how to probe, thank you.
Next, point to what's causing Mr. Rhymes' out-of-control emotions. Finally, press probe Y button to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll step in and do your job for you.
Great! I'm gonna go fuck off.
In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly.
There were no spectators. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away.
What? Oh, right. Of course. I just made a mistake.
What?
Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectators part was what was making him sad?
I wonder why he would make that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange.
The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like he was in a similar situation before, and it was deeply imprinted on his heart.
A situation where an orca killed somebody, and there were spectators there. Hey! I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is this other stupid fucking book he was reading. Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators.
What? How did you...
Mr. Rhymes, I can read.
You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators.
Really? Just another spectator?
Yeah.
There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year.
Is it because he was banging the hot chick
Silence.
on the side?
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point.
Beep. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here?
There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness.
Well, I'm waiting.
Hi, waiting. I'm Chrissy.
Let's see this evidence that has to do with the Marlon Rhymes' sadness.
Azura Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm.
Hey, what are you doing with that charm?
It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. He hawked that shit up. Like, hawked! Tuh! Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. I guess I just need to push him a little harder to make him admit it.
When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled. We better examine this charm a little more.
Good idea. Let's look inside of it. Huh? What's this? A photograph? Okay, how big is this fucking charm? Hey. These was fucking. Azura Summers and Marlon Rhymes.
Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you?
So what if we were a couple? Does it have anything to do with the captain's case?
You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
The only thing you revealed was the witness's connection to the victim of last year's incident. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand?
I don't know.
But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at.
In the short pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. And the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
He's mad at the whale. Mr. Rhymes, you're mad with Orla, aren't you?
Angry? At an orca? Why would I be?
Bro, really? Like, really?
If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me proof.
I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. Check this out. This charm indicates that you are Azure Summer's boyfriend. And I'm sure you believe Orca killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, so you've been angry at Orla.
Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that Orca. Azura's dead, and that Orca is still swimming around happy as a clam.
Well, I mean, she should have learned her fucking lesson.
I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that Orca is a killer. You're right, I want that Orca to pay. There! You feel good dragging up a person's past, but it still doesn't change anything.
I mean, yeah, you gonna cry about it? He's right.
I disagree. It does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion.
The Shopur Orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the Orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the Orca finding the body, I freaked.
When Mr. Plume witnessed the Orca finding the body, you freaked? Really?
What are you getting at?
With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Ms. de Plume witnessed that scene. Bye-bye.
So you figured it all out, did you?
Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it? Fucking finally, dude. Jesus Christ.
I didn't want to really have to fight anybody but the Orca.
Bro, how you gonna fight a fucking whale?
Well, you're leaving me no choice.
Oni, what the fuck, bro?
Now it's time to get serious.
This is the most
Oni?
Oni transformation ever. And to think Oni didn't want to play this character.
I feel like he was playing us on the long con on this one.
I did not remember this at all.
Yeah, did you drink your big boy juice there and now you got your muscles?
No.
Just some straight fucking HGH and some cow jizz.
Ahoy! What? Yo, ho! Ahoy, me meat brothers, and represent. Avast ye grass, whatever the fucks. Tickle me, worm popping in your mouth. What the fuck is he saying, bro? What are these lyrics? Yo, ho, ho. Bro, I'm ready for the showdown.
Here, don't worry, I'll back it up for you. There you go.
No, just keep going. I swear to God, just go. I'm not reading it. Just go.
Oni, what is a meat?
I'm not reading it. Just go.
What is a meat brother?
I don't know.
I feel offended.
I don't know what this shit is.
A meat brother is the brothers you circle jerk with.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. I'm not reading it. We can move on.
What's going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from?
He looks like a completely different person.
Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell will yell at us.
Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words.
So I plan to have that wench be a witness. Ah, you caught me out. It'd be true I thought that orca's murderous ways should be found out. That'd be why I schemed to have the Bloom see the body.
So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla?
It'd be true. But what skin be that off anybody's nose? That orca be a murdering scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against that orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The orca murdered Azura and the cap, so of course she should walk the plank.
Yeah, I don't have a response to that.
I agree it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear.
Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact.
Oh, and what is that?
Now that we know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Take that!
What? So the witness's intent was to kill the orca.
Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla.
The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca is alive and quite well.
He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death?
At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado a moment ago? Enough of the reckless words without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is at the real murder scene, the show pool.
What are you talking about?
It's my contention that two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death.
He did what now? Mr. Wright, what did Mr. Rhymes remove in an attempt to kill Orla?
Take that!
Fucking water, idiot.
Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water.
That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla, with the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. Because the pool water was drained. It made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool.
Ah, I tried to kill the orca, you say? This swordfish is good.
Swordfish is delicious.
Can you even prove that there was nary a drop of water in the pool?
Why is he eating his namesake?
I don't know. And that's like the guts of the fish, too. You don't want to eat
Oni,
that.
why are you eating your namesake?
Fish, it's omega-3s! That day I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
You claim you're looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th, but I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time.
How would you know such a thing?
I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. And from Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate. Or didn't.
Sink me. Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption.
Only a few of the Shipshape Aquarium staff know about this system. According to Orla's records, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence!
Same time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry.
Ah, he's right. I don't have any proof.
If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did your fish go?
Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to?
Fish? What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling with inconsequential questions.
No!
Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into this case instead.
Fuck you, meatbag!
Objection!
But wait, It may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think.
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? And since when do you think?
What? How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. So who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea. I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice.
Visitor? Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably upon it.
I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Only careless whispers. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't know yet.
Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. But do try to keep your remarks careful.
Somehow, Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage. But who? It's the fucking penguin. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage.
First orca, now a penguin? What is this, an aquarium?
Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see a rifle door in the wee early morning hours. You have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence.
The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Now to prove that I'm a lawyer worth my salt. This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Take that!
Oh my, what a cute little sign. Look at all those adorable stars.
These stars are actually starfish. Ms. Buckler painted this sign. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left this sign at the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Ms. Buckler while the paint was drying. Apparently.
Aye, that be true, but what be your point?
On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. Where's the proof of the penguin's visit to the show stage? Please point it out.
What about these footprints?
Take that!
A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently than the others.
Huh, you're right. They look almost just like little leaves.
Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. Therefore, Marlin did not do a good job watching the sign.
What cute little
So there are footprints. What of them?
Marlon Rhymes was watching over the sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla, and that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all.
Be God. Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be ye to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up the food anywhere. That doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the Skull Rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction?
Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time?
Right, don't know. If you aren't up to the task,
Oh, fucking blow me.
I could disprove this witness's testimony for you.
If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning.
Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage.
Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must be true because he helped move the Skull Rock. And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign.
But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there?
Well, let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen? Bottom of the fucking pool.
What? Inside the pool? You're right. If he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating?
No, not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture.
Just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere?
Objection!
Oh, I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do.
The penguin is a key point?
The show stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have never noticed Rifle. Orcas can be out of the water for a short time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
What? How?
Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool to put the victim's body in the rock. He then had Ms. Buckler move the rock and body together.
And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion.
Fuck off! Ms. Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Ms. DePlume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down.
What? Ugh.
It's the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin.
Shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is.
Who would have thought that the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions?
It's working! Just a little further now, and Sasha will be proven not guilty.
If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I'd be but a simple animal keeper.
Okay, but what about the fucking whistle that you know about?
If my memory serves. Wasn't Miss Buckler the only one that could issue commands to the orca?
The judge's blade is sharper than a lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where's your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca?
Stop sighing, Phoenix. Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work. But how can I prove it?
Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
Objection!
Up.
Well, it appears I was mistaken and the defense has some other bullshit up their sleeves as usual.
True! Athena?
I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart.
Oh, so you don't have anything to add? Alright, great. She's right! Why would I become a lawyer again, only to give up and have to keep fighting? That was so botched. Thanks! With your help, I've remembered the old right way.
The right way?
Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument.
Do you have witness?
You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all of your evidence.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't examined the most important one, the central figure in fuck me.
The central figure?
The one involved not only in the case a year ago, but this current case too. I've never called her as a witness, but now it's time to do it.
Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court it's not the fucking orca immediately. Who is this central figure in both cases?
It's the fucking orca. The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the orca.
You intend to cross-examine an orca in my court?
Yeah, let me just rip this bong full of DMT really quick. Okay.
Cross-examine an orca? You must be addled. It'd be impossible, says I.
Yeah, Adderall. Yeah, let me take some of that too.
Silence.
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Ah. Orla is intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable.
Very well. Do what you will then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict.
I mean, yeah? Yeah, I'm ready and confident.
So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss.
I mean, they are capable of
Stupid.
speech.
She means it was a stupid idea.
Well, I mean, like, they can make noises. That's like speech, right?
It's not like this is the only time he's tried to cross-examine an animal.
You're not wrong. I wonder what Larry Butts is up to.
Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla.
That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha.
An orca defendant yesterday, an orca witness today. This is truly unprecedented.
The future is now, old man.
But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready the witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up.
Just when I thought we were close to being done.
It never ends. I am about to piss all over me.
Congratulations.
I realize this is really quiet. Eh. Eh. All right.
Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright.
Well, I mean, she's the only one that knows all the answers, after all. I just talked to Pearls, and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Because apparently Pearl's a fucking whale biologist now. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla.
If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of a clue.
I'm not interested in interspecies erotica. Thank you, though. And I can't forget about that strange set of prints of rhymes, either.
I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlin hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray.
Shy.
Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Plume, you've been watching the trial? Oh yes, I came to make a declaration of war.
Declaration of war?
No matter what the results of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in The Killer Whale.
I don't know what the truth is, even about what happened a year ago.
Dr. Crab?
Azure died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show.
Is that like a donkey show, but with pirates?
She suddenly fell from the orbit's back and began to thrash around in pain. The orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain.
He was holding her chest? Wait a minute. Could it be? I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either.
What?
I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition.
Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it.
Did no one, a medical examiner, any autopsy, anyone? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, you idiots. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? Azura had a heart condition too. I guess she hid it from everybody, just like I did.
So, that means... the orca was innocent a year ago, too?
It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her. And then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her.
So, there was no need to put the orca down after all.
You're all dumb as fuck.
No, Jack and I were against such a thing from the start.
But you said you were going to euthanize the orca.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule? It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right?
That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demands she be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. I would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead, and then set her free.
It doesn't work that way.
That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a massive ketamine habit.
I never considered the possibility that that poor woman's death was illness.
She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong.
I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. Marlon,
Marlon Rhymes?
that is correct. That day, my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted...
Aye? There we go.
He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do.
Why did you decide to tell us this?
My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo.
Okay.
Well, that was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually, too.
That woman really is a free spirit.
Remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer.
Honestly, no.
That you'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha?
I remember. It's kind of my thing.
Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song.
The orca's song? What could he be hinting at? Can you just, like, tell me?
No, it'd be too easy.
Fuck.
Oh, Mr. Wright, looks like it's time.
Alright, let's go back in and fucking cross-examine an orca.
You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla, together.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just have some of this here ayahuasca.
Court will now reconvene. Is the witness Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready?
Well, the orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, just as adorable as yesterday.
I distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions.
Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness?
I intend to have the young lady there with Orla help me.
Hello, everyone.
That young lady, didn't I meet her once a long, long time ago?
Yes, in a galaxy far away. That's Pearl Fay, my old friend.
Well, didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady?
You're lucky.
I mean, what did you expect from a Japanese game?
You're lucky.
Ah,
I've no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination.
please tell it not to shit on my head.
That's not up to me.
Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling? You
How is
always
this
do
my
this.
fault? The fuck?
The court will now hear the testimony of Orla Shipley.
Fucking kidding me. Great, great. Love it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
Dr. Blackwell, get him.
Well, I mean, she is a key witness for the defense, after all, sir. Skibbity Riz.
Every time you come to my courtroom, you bring this bullshit with you.
Have you considered maybe I wouldn't have to if you didn't allow perjury in your court?
Have you considered maybe it's your job to prevent that?
Have you considered that every time I prove it, you have the fucking wool over your eyes?
Well, I don't see any sheep. Where?
I'll bring the sheep next time.
It appears this will be another sack of bullshit.
Yeah! He said I could do it! I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the orca. Hopefully, Orla will have some kind of reaction.
Ah, fine by me. But not will happen, I tell you.
Mr. Rhymes is right. Nothing happened.
I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be so easy. How did he manipulate her?
Alright, Dono. I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhymes controlled the orca, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah? I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks.
Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Fuck it, YOLO, we ball. Miss Shipley, I'm afraid fweet is not going to get us anywhere.
Right, are you daft? This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in a courtroom in my entire life.
Oh, really?
I'm a prisoner
Objection!
on the stand.
You leave the interpretation of Orla's heart to me. Alright, girl. What do you gotta say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute.
Can I go home?
No. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes?
I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show?
I really just... Can you... No, stop fucking around.
No. It's my witness.
If you continue this bullshit, I'm going to beat you with a wet fish.
Yeah, a dry fish would just snap. Idiot.
Not a wet noodle? That just sounds fishy.
Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip. Oh, hey. How's it going, Franziska von Karma?
The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety.
I don't think orcas can understand that concept, Your Honor.
Hold it!
Instead of impersonating a one orca band, could you show us the lifesaver trick?
She give her the proper signal. Oh, doesn't Orla sing beautifully?
Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Doesn't it just sound like nails on a chalkboard? So good.
Neither should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Ms. Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something.
Perhaps she's hungry.
Miss Faye, could you give Miss Shipley a snack?
Certainly. One moment.
What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet.
Your granddaughter has a pet orca?
Yeah. Don't you?
No, I don't. I have two incredibly
really
autistic children that aren't even mine that I take care of.
You're really missing out.
How do I afford the... Do you... I don't have room for two 65-foot deep pools.
I mean, that's fair. I guess I have a guaranteed income where you actually have to work for a living.
Yeah, shut the fuck up and get on with this cross-examination.
But she's such an adorable creature. I could never get tired of looking at her.
Wait a fucking minute. Ah!
Silence!
Bro, I've had enough of this bullshit.
It sounds like Prosecutor Blackquill is about to blow his top.
Well, I mean, the prosecutor's losing his mind. The judge is trying to think of Skitty on Waylord.
Is blowing your top better than pounding your bottom?
I'm going to cry.
What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination and watch Oni have a full-on fucking meltdown? Nah, I'll be nice. I'm done playing games. I will now explain how Orlo was manipulated by Mr. Rhymes. Next week. Oh! Hell yeah. Good job, everybody. Ugh. Oni, it's motherfucking trash night, baby.
Yeah, now that they'll finally take our trash.
Fucking 3 weeks I've waited. Okay. Or 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I need to get this trash moving. Except my trash day is tomorrow.
It's okay. When you're me, every day is trash day because I am.
Damn.
Anyway, I just wanted to slam the air horn button. Good job, everybody. I am proud of you all. We did it. That episode was definitely more strange than usual. But we do not have Lon or Sharky. We do, however, have Shy.
Yeah, you do have me, and that's always great because, hey, I like being here. So anyway, thank you for coming. It's always a great time to come on out, have some fun, just have a highlight in the week when things just want to seem to keep on dumping. So yeah, thanks for coming by. We'll definitely see you next week. And hey, hope to see you again sometime.
Yeah. Sleepy boy Oni Heart.
Yep. I just wanna go to bed, man. I gotta wake up and get back on the Uma Musume grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and also go to work. I gotta do that too.
Yeah, I gotta go to work too. I have to unfuck someone else yet. Hey, that's part of life, I guess. Senor Chris Ruiz.
Hi.
Hola. ¿Qué pasa? ¿No?
I don't know. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
Hey, at least your favorite game dev is just getting their asshole fucking out. That shit's funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
It is funny as fuck. At some point, like, I feel like it's just people dogpiling and getting their own off the negativity, which
Yeah.
doesn't help anything, right? But also, about fucking time.
I thought it was really funny to watch someone spend 10 minutes and completely crack the DRM.
Oh, yeah,
That was cute.
I also enjoyed that thoroughly.
All right. I'm gonna wrap up and do my thing. Ladies, gentlemen, and other genders along the rainbow spectrum, it has been a pleasure streaming for you tonight. I am off tomorrow. I have to do RPG Limit Break business. So yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. There's the YouTube. I got a bunch of stuff up there. Definitely check it out. Check out my wife's Etsy. And if you want to support the stream a little bit extra, by all means, feel free to check out the old stream wish list. At some point, I want to try and get Partner Plus back, but I don't know fucking how to do that. But yeah, we're going to call it a night here, and we're going to go raid a friendo. Y'all take care. Alright, we're going to go raid Code. She's playing Star Tropics, which is a fucking tremendous game.
The PS2 one?
No, the old
NES game.
The SNES or NES?
NES.
NES, yeah.
It's the guy who likes to stick the bananas in his ears.
Yeah. I've seen many a speed run of it. Anyway, y'all have a terrific night. Take care. And